If you clicked on this video, I'm guessing life's been rough lately. Maybe things were looking up for a while. You started taking care of yourself, made a few friends, even started talking to yourself in a kinder, more positive way. But then life hit you with a laundry list of setbacks, leaving you in a deep rut. Or maybe it's been a rough ride all along. Your life feels like a never-ending loop of apathy, self-sabotage, and frustration. Either way, I get it. Not too long ago, I was in the same place. Few friends, broke, failing at school with no job, no purpose, and zero self-worth. I had to ask myself, if I had to start from rock bottom, no friends, no money, out of shape, locked in my room and hating myself, what would I do to turn my life around? That's the question I set out to answer. I created a plan, step by step, to climb out of the pit. Let me walk you through it. Create your purpose. Before moving forward, you need to set a direction. Without a purpose, life feels like you're wandering aimlessly, hoping things will somehow get better. Worse yet, if you don't choose your purpose, someone else will choose it for you. The first step to reclaiming control over your life is to define your why. Sit down and ask yourself, why do I want to change? Who do I want to become? For guidance, I turn to Maslow's hierarchy of needs, a framework that organizes human motivation into tiers, from basic survival to self-fulfillment. Your why should connect to these needs. Here's an example of what I wrote when I did this exercise. 1. I want to wake up feeling energized instead of constantly drained. 2. I want to enjoy being in my body, not just to feel good about myself, but because it'll improve how I'm treated by others. 3. I want meaningful work that makes a positive impact on the world while supporting me financially. 4. I want close friendships that uplift me and provide a sense of belonging. 5. I want to be present in my life and love the journey, not just the destination. This exercise gave me clarity on where I was heading and why. Step 2, build a new identity. Just be yourself is terrible advice if you're unhappy with who you are. Instead, think about the person you'd like to become, the version of yourself you'd be proud of. Visualize this person. How do they look? What habits do they have? What kind of life do they lead? Once I had a clear picture, I wrote down what it would take to become that person. This became my blueprint for change. Step 3, start small. Change doesn't happen all at once. Focus on the next smallest step you can take. The key is to make the process as painless and manageable as possible. For example, my first step was simple. I decided not to use my phone for the first hour of the day. To make it easy, I left my phone in another room overnight. That was it. No other big goals until I mastered this small habit. Once I succeeded with that, I added another small step, going for a 10-minute walk every day. Over time, these small victories snowballed into bigger changes. Step 4, track your wins. Every small win counts. I created a habit tracking system. Every time I did something aligned with my new identity, no matter how small, I wrote it down as a W, win. Each slip-up was marked as an L, loss. This visual feedback kept me motivated. By the end of the day, I could look at the tally and see my progress. For instance, didn't use my phone in the morning? W. Went for a walk, wrote half a script for a YouTube video, got distracted while working. The goal wasn't perfection, it was progress. At some point, the initial excitement of starting fresh will wear off. You'll hit a wall, the part I call the dip. Negative habits resurface, motivation fades, and you start doubting yourself. The key to pushing through is understanding that failure is part of the process. When the dip hits, stop and evaluate your thoughts. Write them down. For example, I'll never make real progress. I'm just going to fail like always. Most people can do what I struggle with. Next, challenge those thoughts. Where did they come from? Were they instilled by someone else, a parent, a peer, society? These thoughts aren't facts, they're learned beliefs. Then reframe them using a growth mindset. For example, I'll never make progress becomes I'm making progress even if it's slower than I'd like. I always fail becomes failure is an opportunity to learn and grow. Over time, this reframing will transform how you see yourself and your setbacks. Step 6, keep moving forward. Remember those pages I wrote, my why and my new identity? I taped them to my wall where I could see them every day. These reminders kept me grounded during tough times. Day by day, I kept asking myself, what's the next smallest step I can take? I kept stacking small wins, and eventually, the rut didn't feel so deep anymore. Rebuilding your life from rock bottom isn't about grand gestures or overnight transformations. It's about the small, consistent steps you take every day. Take action. You're capable of so much more than you realize. See you in the next video.